Hello, welcome. I'm Cassandra Lowry. Welcome to this week's edition of Seeds of Generosity. Each Saturday, we dig into the word about a verse or a passage about being generous, and then we talk about a way to be generous as well. And right now, there's a lot of focus on gifts and how you can celebrate the Christmas season in being generous. So, I hope you'll enjoy this. Let's dig in. Proverbs 11, verses 24 through 26 says, "There is one who scatters, and yet increases all the more. And there is one who withholds what is justly due, and yet it results only in want. The generous man will be prosperous, and he who waters will himself be watered. He who withholds grain, the people will curse him, but blessing will be upon the head of him who sells it." So here we can see that giving, watering other people, this is especially talking about just being generous in sharing the word, but just being generous in general, it's going to bring blessing upon you. God has specifically said money is the only place that you should test him. By tithing, it opens up the storehouses of heaven for you. And so it's just an example of being generous. Being generous with our skills, our talents, our money, our time, all of those are things that we are sowing in, and then we will reap a harvest for. So this week we are talking about a gift that you can give that if you've listened to any of my other Seeds of Generosity videos, you know that we've focused a lot on experience type gifts to spend more time with one another, not a lot of physical gifts. And this one can fall into both, depending on which way you go with it. It can fall into the experience or it can fall into the physical. We are talking today about memberships and subscriptions. So this can be a great way to, again, do either or, depending on your person and what you want to give them or what would be most beneficial to them, that they'd appreciate the most. So some membership ideas are a zoo, a gym, lessons like piano or music or karate, any type of lessons that you can think of. Even art lessons, there's a ton that can fit into that. Some other ideas for memberships. And again, so the membership ones can be, they would fall into the experience ones, but they could go either way. It could be something that they really enjoy doing and they want to learn more about. They want to go and do more often than they would maybe on their otherwise. Or it can also be something that you get to enjoy together, like that zoo one that I mentioned. You can enjoy that together as well. So it can fall either way. Museums. This one's totally different. You could do something like Costco or Sam's Club, some type of store membership of somewhere that you know that they would benefit from, but maybe they're not going to go and purchase that themselves. Some training type online ones, like a business membership, if you know of something that they're wanting to learn and they would enjoy learning that in an online membership. Or like a homeschooling one. There's some great Charlotte Mason type ones that I love. There's, so I'll put a few links in there because there's a few that I belong to that I can highly recommend for sure. But there's like a Charlotte Mason homeschooling one. Educating for business, so it's a focus on training up in your homeschool entrepreneurial type things. And I don't know what I wrote there. Oh, there's a men's leadership one, like leading in your home, becoming the spiritual leader in your home and leading in devotions. I'm getting ready to launch a place for women called Simply Gathered, and that will be available before Christmas, or I'm pretty sure it'll be available before Christmas. But if for some reason the launch doesn't happen before Christmas, then there will be gift certificates available for that as well. before Christmas. And that's going to be a place for just Christian women to gather, to be encouraged, to help each other grow, to share tips and tricks with each other, to focus on gratitude and friendship because we are called to be in community. So those are some membership ideas. It could also be subscriptions. So you've got meal subscriptions, you've got craft subscriptions. There's letters that can be sent out for kids, especially. I think on Etsy there's even some adult type ones as well. Countries, there's ones that focus on different countries each month for the subscription that comes in. There's tons of different ones on the STEM stuff, experiments and different projects, hands-on things. So there are just so many ideas in the memberships and subscriptions world that you could use as gifts that can truly benefit, and it just keeps on giving throughout the year. So whether you are kind of on board with the experience ideas, or if you would prefer to stay with physical and have something to open, then there are things there that fall into that as well. I hope that this is helpful, gets you thinking about all those Christmas gifts and birthday gifts and all the gifts that you give throughout the year, on just how you can spend more time pouring into the ones that you love and care about. Because being generous with them is truly a way to love them and to show Christ's love to them as well. Again, I hope this is helpful. If it is, please subscribe. I come out every Saturday with a Seeds of Generosity video, and there's more videos throughout the week as well. I'm here to help you love God and love others well as we grow together in His Word and what He has to say to us. One way to grow in that is by knowing what He says about you, who He says you are. And I have a free PDF download for you that is incredibly valuable. It's 14 declarations of who God says you are and 3 verses to back each of those up so that you can use it as a study guide. You can use it as declarations that you say over yourself, however you want to use that. It will be so valuable. Knowing who God says you are is incredibly important in your walk with Christ and how you view God as a good God and just growing in your love and adoration for Him. So I hope that you'll grab that PDF below. It is free for you, and grow in your relationship with Christ and who He says you are. Have an absolutely fabulous day. We'll see you next time. Bye.